It is very important for teachers and mentors to make the class interactive, especially the English class. And this they can do by making children do various creative English activities. So today I have come up with activities, basically English activities for class 2, 3 and 4. The first activity is storytelling with props. The skills a student learns by doing this activity is speaking skills, listening skills, vocabulary, and creativity as well. It is best suited for children around 7 to 8 years old. Hence, the things you will need is some small props like dolls, soft toys, puppets, and household items. Now, let us look at how this game is played. Now, all the props are kept in a box where the students can't see them. Each student will pick a prop from the box and then they will think of a short story using props as a key character. One by one, each student will stand in front of the class and tell their story. The students should be encouraged to use full sentences. For example, if they have a pencil sharpener, they might say, Ram had a blue sharpener. He loved it. One day he sharpened his pencil and something amazing happened. His pencil started to write by itself and did all his homework. Ram smiled and said, "This is the best sharpener ever." After the story, you can ask simple questions to the students. Example, did Ram love his pencil? What happens next? Encourage the students to speak in a complete sentence. The next activity is word hunt. The skills learned in this activity is vocabulary, reading skills, sentence construction, and so on. It is best suited for again class 2 students around 7 to 8 years old. And things you will need is some flashcards depicting cat, dog, ball, or things, a sticky tape to stick the cards, and a small basket, pen and paper as well. How this game is played, I'm talking about the game Word Hunt. Before the class begins, the teacher can hide the flashcards in easy to find places in a room. She can stick them on the walls, under the chairs, and the students are told to go on a word hunt to find the hidden flashcards around the room. Once they find the flashcards, they are asked to put them in a basket, gather the students in a circle and ask them to create a sentence using the word. For example, if they find the word cat, they could say, "The cat is drinking milk." The next creative English activity is picture reading. The skill a student learns are speaking skills, observation, and comprehension. You will need large colorful pictures, pen and paper for students to write down words. Now let us look at how this game is played. You need to select simple and clear pictures with a lot of details in it so that the kids can describe. And these pictures could be taken from storybooks, online images of everyday scenes. So you can divide the students into small groups, show the pictures to them, ask them to describe the picture they see. You can encourage them to speak about objects, actions, colors. You can ask students some questions as a mentor and a teacher, like, what do you see? What are the people doing in the picture? How does the picture make you feel? You can motivate them to raise their hands and share their sentences. The next creative English activity for class 2 student is the word puzzles. With this activity, the skills they learn are spelling and word recognition, as they are able to recognize a word, problem solving, and it even builds their vocabulary. So the things you will need for it is like pre-made some word puzzles with age appropriate words. Make sure that they are for class 2, class 3, class 4 students according to their age, some pencils, whiteboard, and so on. How this game is played? You can prepare word puzzle sheets beforehand. Remember, if the sheet is for beginners, the word puzzle should be simple and familiar. The word puzzles are based on topics like animals, colors, classroom objects, and like for example, the students are asked to find the hidden words in the word search. You can look for the puzzles on the website englishvedas.com. You will get the PDF files there. The next game is rhyming words game. The skill a student learns is phonemic awareness, vocabulary expansion, and listening skills. The things you will need is flashcards, a timer, whiteboard, basket, and you can even give students small rewards, treats for motivation. How this game is played? So the class is split in small groups. A student draws a flashcard with a word from the basket. Then what happens is the team must tell as many rhyming words they can within 30 seconds. For example, if the word is dog, they can say jog, log, fog, and so on. The team will earn 1 point for each rhyming word. If the team member repeats a word, they lose a point. The next activity is sentence completion. So, the skills a student learns by this activity is sentence structure, vocabulary, listening, and even critical thinking. Things you will need is strips of paper with some incomplete sentences and a whiteboard so that the student can write the sentence on the whiteboard. How the game is played? The class is divided into small groups. Each group is given a strip of paper, and then the students in a team they work together to complete the sentence. One student from every team reads the sentence aloud. The students are then asked to add additional sentences, and this is how their vocabulary grows and their sentence structure building capability also becomes stronger. The seventh English activity is show and tell. Public speaking, descriptive language are the skills a student learns. You may require small objects, toys, dolls, teddy bears, small toy cars, and even a timer because they can be asked to do that activity within the fixed time frame, say 30 seconds, 1 minute, or so on. How the game is played? Students are asked to bring a toy or their favorite object from home. They show that object to the class and then they start describing it. They talk about its color, its function, who gave it to them. And after a student explains, the other students can ask some more questions about that object, which will encourage interaction among the students. The last activity is role-playing games. The skills learned are conversation, dialogue, practice, social skills, and teamwork. Things you will need is simple costumes, props, scenario cards. Now, what kind of scenarios can be practiced in role-playing games like visiting a doctor, buying a toy or a teddy bear, going on a picnic, and so on? How this game is played? The students are divided into teams and assigned roles. For example, if the scenario is visiting a doctor, the patient can say, I am ill, and the doctor responds. So the teacher can motivate the students to ask more questions. Students learn different dialogues by playing the game. Later, the teacher can ask them to switch roles. So these are the creative English activities for class 2 and 3. Please subscribe to the channel and you can find the PDF documents on englishvedas.com. The website is given in the description. Thank you and keep watching English Vedas.